Hello and welcome to another informative video on Cube World. I am Hollow, and today is talent tree points type stuff. Me and Sir Bites a lot here are quite the teachers, it seems. Okay, so simply to bring up your talent tree system, your tab, you simply press X on the keyboard and that brings it up. As a warrior, I have two things, Berserker and Guardian. Now they both give me specific bonuses and it gives me advice. For example, with Berserker, your attack speed is increased and, they jump into the fray, defeat their enemies with furious strikes. And Guardians withstand the hardest attacks and biggest enemy crowds. They're well suited to avert damage from allies. And you get different bonuses and stuff, and it just tells you the basic gist of the class. So you can obviously, before you spend any talent points, you can see at the top right how many you have and how many you've spent. So I believe you start out with just but 1 point, or 0 in fact. Yeah, that's it. You start with 0, and then as soon as you hit level 2 from level 1, you get a talent point. So you start, however you want. There's all the different kinds. So as Berserker, I get 3 different things. As you click on the other two, you find that there's only 1 move difference between each spec, as it were. Obviously the gameplay is very varied and it will change, but there's only 1 main move. So I get Bill Walk if I was to go Guardian, and as Berserker I get War Frenzy. Those are the main differences between the two, apart from the style of combat. So if I was to go Berserker, I'm supposed to jump into the fray and defeat enemies with a lot of hard-hitting attacks. So obviously 2-hand weapons, as you can see them here. I just wasted a potion. 2-hand weapons here, which is big war axe and stuff. And yeah, I basically jump in there and do lots of damage. So that's what the talent tree tells me that I should be doing as a Berserker. If I wanted to go Guardian, then I should be using sword and board, as it were, a one-handed melee weapon, and also a shield of some kind. And that's basically how that plays out. So simply from that, I press X, open this up, and as I level up, I must remember that I get points. So the first thing that I would recommend to do, always, is forget about leveling your pet, forget about leveling climbing and your swimming and that. Sure, you want to be able to sail and use a boat. Sure, you want to be able to use a hang glider. Oh my god, I can't wait for that. And sure, you want to be able to mount. But your priority is to make you strong. What you'll find in Cube World when you first start playing is that everything you fight seems to be very tough, and it gets so much easier when you use moves. My Smash does a huge amount of damage and stuns them. My Cyclone gets rid of AoE packs while they're stunned after the Smash. And doing good combinations of the two means that the fighting, I actually have a chance against something my level, something that I should be fighting. So, you have to pay attention to your talents. And it's good to try different things. So what I would recommend on any class is to start with your actual skills and level those up as a priority. Now I've got War Frenzy to 4 points in, I think it's good enough to sort of wait a little bit, and I've started leveling my pet so it can help out a bit more and tank for me maybe, and also I can actually mount it now. So since I've got that talent right there, I can simply just hover over my pet, right press R, and boom, I'm on my majestic Sir Bites a lot, and he's taking me on a wonderful journey. That's the importance of pets, really. You need a mount, they move faster than you can run, and the more you talent point into your mount, it runs faster, which is very, very useful, especially with a massive world like this. I've barely explored anything on my single player world, but on my multiplayer world, we've gone far to say the least. And triangle shape of a map there. Okay, so if you want to respec, so say that you put a talent point in something you didn't really want, maybe you put something in like climbing, but then you realise it's not the most efficient thing, you should go for combat and you will level yourself. You just need to find your trainer. So the warrior platform here this is my trainer here. It doesn't say a trainer, he just looks like a warrior. And you usually find them in your city, obviously, and in the adventure district mostly. You can tell by the different distinctions in buildings. This is the mage tower down here, this is the warrior one. Basically nearby should be a ranger one and also a rogue one. So to simply do it, if I was to try and get rid of some points, I want to go over here, it says requires class trainer, you need to be next to the class trainer. So I just go right next to him, I don't need to talk to him, just stand next to him, and see the thing's gone now, and now I can learn and do all the stuff. So that's how you respec. This is what the warrior one looks like. Let's have a look down here. This is what the ranger one looks like. Yep. And then there's the rogue one here, the man with the 2-hand sword, and it's like a dojo. And finally the very obvious one, this isn't it apparently, the mage one, for some reason on my spawn, isn't in fact in the Adventure District, but it's in the Pet District, I believe. Just barely, or Trade District, whatever. And this is the mage one. So that's what they look like. I hope that helps you guys. It's a very simple system, but, you know, pay attention to it, read what your spells do, and see what seems the most efficient and effective to you as you level up. Remember, leveling your character at priority means you level faster because you're doing more damage, and then you can get to these more efficiently, I'd say. Okay, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day, and I'll see you later.